Welcome back to Better You, Better World, where we know that God took his time to create us. My name is Basie. If this is your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you for continuing this journey with me. So, have you ever been chosen by God but still felt broken inside? What if I told you you can be anointed and still be led by your wounds? Today we're going to be talking about being anointed but still broken, and we're going to focus on the story of Jephthah in Judges chapter 11 and 12. I have been in the Word, reading the Bible chronologically for a year, and this story just jumped out to me, and I decided to, talk about it and see how other people know about it, if you even know about the story of Jephthah. But it just talk about unhealed wounds, people making decision from places of from a place of hurt. And when you make a decision from a place of hurt, you're not gonna make good decisions. So I just thought it was something good to talk about, to help us all, or help someone who is in a place of hurt, stuck, and to be able to move on, let things go, and let the Lord use you so you can be able to make good decisions from a place of peace and not from a place of hurt or being rejected. So the story of Jephthah it starts with rejection. Jephthah was a mighty warrior, but a son of a prostitute. And because of that, his own brothers pushed him away because our Liberian people would say he was an outside child. So they pushed Jephthah away because he was an outside child, not the son of the wife and stuff like that. So he moved away and was hanging around with people who were also outcasts. And let me tell you something. Rejection does not cancel your calling. People might reject you, but God has a purpose for your life. So rejection does not cancel your calling. So now, fast forward. Jephthah is an outcast. He's living away from his brothers and the rest of the Israelites. And now Israel is in trouble. The same people who rejected him came to him and said, hey, we need you. We need you to come and help us fight this battle, this war that's about to take place with Israel and the Ammonites. And isn't it interesting how life works sometimes? People might not value you until they need you for something. They might not value you until they need your strength, until they need you for money, until they need you to stay with you, or whatever it is that they can benefit from you. So Israel now is in trouble. They come to look for Jephthah for him to help them. So the Bible says the Spirit of the Lord was upon Jephthah. That means God chose him, and God empowered him, and God was with him. But then something else happened. Jephthah, he made a vow to God. And he said, God, if you give me victory in this battle, if you give me victory in this war that I'm about to take on with the Israelite against the Ammonites, if you give me victory, I will sacrifice whatever comes out of my house. The first thing that come out of my house when I return home, I will sacrifice that to you. Now, God never asked Jephthah for that. And that wasn't fit. He was speaking from a place of rejection, place of being wounded. When you are not healed, you would try to bargain for what God has already promised you. God didn't tell him to make no sacrifice. And we do that too sometimes. You do it, I might do it. Like, Lord, if you do this for me, I will do this. If you get me out of this problem, I will do this. If you provide this for me, I will do this. God has already promised that he will supply our needs according to his riches and glory. He doesn't need nothing for us. We don't need to be promising nothing. And then you promise stuff and then you get into trouble. That's what happened to Jephthah. Jephthah made that vow that whatsoever that comes out of my house to greet me when I come back from this battle, I will sacrifice that to you. And he wins the battle. He went to the battle, he won the battle, and he came home. And when he comes home, what comes out to meet him? His one and only daughter, his only child, his last button on Joe Cook, like my people would say. His only child came out running, dancing, because she's happy her daddy comes home and he won the battle. And, ooh, in that moment, he realizes his words, his promise that he made to God, and just realized that he lost everything. You can be chosen, you can be anointed, you can be used by God and still be emotionally unhealed. So, as the story goes, Jephthah was crying and he told his daughter the vow that he made to God. And she said, you know what? You made that promise to God. You have to fulfill the promise. But I just need you to give me like 2 months. Let me go and moon with my friends in the mountain, and then I'll come back. But as the story goes, there is like a how'd you call it? Scholars. They have there is a conflict there. Some people think that she was sacrificed as a burnt offering. Some scholars think so, and then some others think that the sacrifice was her not being able to be married, to be a nun, just serve God. That was what the sacrifice. So that's a conflict, and so there's a conflict with the scholars. But at the end of the day, she was sacrificed. However, the sacrifice was, we don't know. And then you go to Judges chapter 12, where this wound, when you're wounded, it can spread. It doesn't even just affect you. It affects people around you, like it did with Jephthah's daughter. So now in Judges chapter 12, the damage doesn't stop. The children of Ephraim becomes angry. They become angry and offended and prideful. And now Israel are fighting against themselves. People are fighting against themselves. And now we have problems because there's division among the people. 42,000 people died not because of the enemy, but because of division. We need unity among people. We need unity in the house of the Lord. We need unity in family. We need unity between friends. We need unity between spouses, because when there's division, there's going to be problems. So now they decided, like, oh, okay, within Israel, there's different tribes. So for us to decide or determine who's our people from our tribe, even though we're all the same people, but who's our tribe? So they come up with this word that people have to say, and it's called what is it? Shibboleth, to determine who can live and who can die. So your words reveal your identity, and sometimes they determine the outcome, what you say. So now you got Jephthah's story is not just about tragedy. So it leads into division between the people. Now they're fighting against themselves. And it just remind me about the Civil War in Liberia. People fighting against people, the tribal war. Now, okay, it's like, even though it's like all Liberians, but it's like, oh no, this tribe don't like this tribe, the Crown, the Gil, all these Mandingo, all these people, now they're fighting against each other. And then other people who taught, like, because the war was like, oh, they're coming for the Crown people. And other people who were like, oh, we're not Crown, so we're going to be safe. But listen here, bullets doesn't know what tribe you are. And the Crown people wasn't the only tribe who was affected during the Civil War. A lot of people died. So you don't want wounds to affect you personally or your whole group of people. If you got anything that you need to let go of it, because it's not just tied to you, it's tied to everybody that's connected to you, and everybody can get hurt. So, words, the wound, don't be promising stuff that you know nothing about. And thinking like, okay, maybe Jephthah was thinking, oh, maybe it was gonna be his dog or his sheep or whatever it was at that time that he had in the house that was gonna come and meet him. It didn't. He made a huge vow and he had to fulfill that. And then the people now getting to a bunch of issues. Now they're fighting among themselves and killing each other. It's just a hot mess. If you're wounded, somebody wound you, somebody hurt you so bad, give that to the Lord. Let God fight your battles. Don't be the one trying to fight for yourself, because what you're going to do is going to be way less than what God is going to do to them. And when that person or group of people sit by themselves, it might not be something, but they're conscious. Just when they sit by themselves, when it's just them, it will eat them up on the inside. So don't be fighting your own battles. Just give it to the Lord. Free yourself to be at peace so you can make decision from a good place, and you make good decisions and not just making decisions just because. So Jephthah's story is not just a tragedy, it's a warning. It is an invitation to heal from what hurt you. Don't lead from a place of brokenness. Don't lead from a broken place. Don't let your wounds speak louder than your wisdom. Because if you're experiencing any kind of emotion, your frontal lobe, where your rationalization, where you really think about stuff, that shuts down. That means you can't even think straight. People do stuff and they be like, oh, I can't even believe I did that. Yeah, have that control to calm yourself down, to allow the Lord to heal you before making some serious decision. And you don't have to repeat this story. You don't have to repeat Jephthah's story. Jephthah thought he was coming from a good place. You can choose to be healed. You can be anointed and come from a whole place and let God use you for what he needs to use you for. Don't be stuck in hurt in that wound and allow that to lead you in whatever decision that you need to make. So just wanted to come on here today and encourage us. If this word spoke to you, I need you to share with someone who needs healing. And don't forget, your healing matters, because people are connected to your purpose. Whatever purpose we have, it's not just for us. Other people are connected to that. When you do what you're supposed to do, somebody else will get to do what they're supposed to do. If you don't do what you're supposed to do, that person who was waiting for you to do what you needed to do is not going to do what they need to do. And then now, because of you, a whole line of greatness was shut down because you didn't do what you're supposed to do. And this just brings us back to the purpose of this channel and our platform. We have to become our better selves so we can impact our environment in a better way. So better you, better world. If you're making a decision from a healed place, you will you will become a better person, and then you can impact the environment in a better way. So don't forget to choose to be healed. You can be choosing but still be broken. Your wound, you don't want your wound to be speaking for you. So allow yourself to heal, whatever it is, whatever that's hurt you, whatever it is. Let the Lord help you to heal your heart, and you have to be open for him to do that. You cannot close yourself up. He's not going to force you and beat the door down. No, you have to come willingly. Cast all your cares upon the Lord, because he cares for you and he will see you through whatever it is. You don't have to carry any burden alone to be hurt, making decisions that's going to ruin your life. So just want to come here today to encourage us all to become our better self so we can impact our environment in a better way. So better you, better world. like, share, comment, and come back next time. Thank you for joining me, and have a good night, good day, wherever you're watching from. Bye.